talk about this record in all the press that you've been doing leading up and how proud you are of this record. Are there specific moments in the record? Are there specific songs that you're most proud of on the record?
It's a good record from tip to tail. I think there's a lot of good songs that aren't on the record that are in the record that, because we made a lot of music to make this record and a lot of stuff we couldn't put on because this album, once we got close to the end, this album we decided that these are the songs that fit, and these other songs won't be in here. These are the 13, and there's songs that in a way you would have said that's just as good, and maybe they were just as good, but just these are the songs that fit together that were part of the same puzzle, and I don't know. I mean, every point is a high point. I think it's a aggressive record, and I think it's a funny record. I think it's heartfelt. I think it's real deep. There's a lot of work lyrically and a lot of laughter in it. There's a lot of sadness in it. So it's good. It's a good record for all those reasons, right? It's not a shallow pool.
Can we talk about some of the tracks on the record?
Yeah, right on.
Shake Me Like a Monkey.
Shake Me Like a Monkey.
What?
See, rock bands don't write songs called Shake Me Like a Monkey because most rock bands wear tough clothes like they're pussies. Pussies, I like it. But we're not.
It's a fun song.
It's a good song, and that was the first one I wrote. I wrote it for. We had all this. What we did was we did this. We had these jams, improvisations that we did. At the beginning, we didn't know what to do. Rob was in the studio. We all got together. We noodled around a little bit. Then we said, let's make a plan that's outrageous. And one of the things that this band is really good at is we can sit in a room and nobody say anything, and we can just make music. And nobody says what key or what chords or what rhythm. Just bang, there you go. And everyone takes their own reins, and you can come up with some real honest music, which was what Roy talked about. So what we decided we'd do is we'd get in the studio and we'd do that, and whatever instrument whoever picked up, it doesn't matter, just make a noise, and then everyone will come in together. And it's, we've been together for almost 20 years, so you have a sort of, you sort of can read each other. There were some real high points of that in it too, but then the result is that we had these little pieces of really honest music. We had hundreds of them. And then we went through those and we found pieces that were our favorites, the ones that jumped off the tape, and it was like, wow, that's awesome. I want to hear the rest of that song. And then we take those and we bend those into songs, add sections, and maybe the original thing could be like chorus, or maybe the original thing could be a bridge, or maybe there was a piece of a bridge and a piece of a verse over here, and so we meet them together, and then we constructed these songs. Shake Me Like a Monkey was originally one of those, just the we just sat in a room, and then it sort of evolved in a moment. 10-minute bang, you can't do anymore, and we kind of developed a song. And then that was the one that took lyrically was the hardest fight for me, because it was the first one, and Rob was sort of like, we'll work on a few, and we had these arrangements, these songs that we've made, and that one. That beat the hell out of me for about a month, in and out of the studios, a lot of times just by myself, just digging. And Rob, everyone was getting real impatient, but he was stuck with me, even though he would scratch his head a lot and look frustrated. Because he knew that's what. Just to begin with, you have to find some depth in there. And I know the song that lyrically isn't necessarily the deepest one. It's sort of it's the silver hat and jacket, feet kicking kind of horn section coming down the steps for the big show kind of song, but it's still Roy always talked about honesty, and it's joyful and it's a celebration, but it's honest, and it's and I was thinking of like sort of metallic clothes, like not like heavy metal, but like Earth, Wind and Fire,
right.
big horns, and there's the clouds up above, and there's big horns, and that kind of stuff I was thinking of. But I wanted to sing about that stuff in a sort of gutter kind of way, and so that's even though that song lyrically is probably of all the songs on the record what seems to be most at the surface or in the pants or whatever, that's
or below.
that's the humor of it,
yeah.
you know, and
right.
I hope people see the humor in it, and if they don't, that's too bad. But that was the lyrical challenge of the record, and the rest, because I did that initial digging, became a little easier. My favorite part of that is the bridge. Lyrically, is the bridge.
Right.
Cigarettes and coffee, broken hearts and being lonely, little girls and ponies are things that go together. Romeo and Juliet. I like the hangman and his noose. The stick in there. You and me, we go good together. I like that.